Titanium. Possibly the most important mining ingredient during the early to mid game. Because of drills and drill parts, you need to amass around...
What? It's just an ordinary crabby... Oh my goodness!
Yikes, 250,000 titanium just to get that juicy 655 and its sight chips. I mean, with a GigaChat setup like mine, this should be a very easy task to complete. But since this guide is trying to target more early game players, your setup might not be as, how do you say, your gear may not be as great as mine. Not to mention the millions and billions of mithril powder you may need to grind out just to unlock 2 more mining fortune in your heart of the mountain. Fear not, soldier, for I have a solution. This may not be the most ethical way to obtain titanium, so if you have a weak stomach, I recommend you clicking off of this video. Okay, now that the pansies are gone, let's get into the guide. So the requirements for this setup is a Friendless Lesson 5. Your second requirement is having at least Heart of the Mountain 4 so you can unlock Sky Mall. And of course, third, you will need a social skill less than 3. And while it can be higher than 3, after performing this forbidden jutsu, your social skill will plummet back down to the beginning point. You will need level 100 in Sneak on Skyrim. This is very important to the guide, you do not want to miss it. And finally, you want to get Mining Speed Boost. This helps you mine titanium up really fast. Or, if you want to be a sneaky little rascal, you could go for Pickopulus. I recommend you sticking to mining Speed Boost since Pickopulus could be kind of inconsistent sometimes. An honorable mention is to go Sighted as your power stone. For max mana, as you can zip around the mines a lot faster. Once you have met all of these requirements, you're ready. Now it's time for you to see the pathway to riches. So the first thing you want to do is wait. Yep, that's right, wait. In the meantime, you could do some of your favorite skyblock hobbies, like running some dungeons, fishing, waiting for the forging update, and other miscellaneous things. Wait until the notification for Sky Mall goes to 5 times titanium, then stop whatever you're doing and go to the Dwarven Mines. And as soon as you spawn into the Dwarven Mines, you could skip all this useless One Piece filler. If you make your way over to the Crystal Hollows minecart NPC, you'll find all of these mithril veins. And for my more educated, or if I'm being more realistic here, my toxic viewers, you might have already guessed the strategy I'm about to show you. The reason for Sneak 100 in Skyrim, the loser status that all skyblock players have, and the pathetic friends list. The strategy that earned me so much titanium in the early game is just stealing other players' titanium. Hear me out, hear me out. No, I'm just playing, I'm just an asshole. But I mean, if you really think about it, titanium is kind of like free real estate. And sure, it might actually belong to someone who mined it up. But if they just leave it laying there, I mean, who's to say I can't have a little?
Oh, you fools! He's tricked us.
You were right.
I'll always be a villain.
Anyways, enough who is right or wrong. Let's finish this guide. So in essence, what this guide boils down to is just finding any titanium you see left out and just taking it for yourself. Let's take a second to look at some footage. This is me masterfully taking this random guy's titanium. And look how I use his own field of vision against him. I mean, just look at him. I stole so much titanium, I actually managed to give him a stone cold stunner. I wouldn't be surprised if he thought there was a ghost haunting the Dwarven mines, with the amount of titanium going missing right under his nose. If you guys can't replicate this level of tomfoolery, don't worry, because I've had years of experience to master this craft. I mean, just by looking at this footage, you will think this guy's macroing, because he doesn't even acknowledge my existence. But the fact is, level 100 sneak on Skyrim is just so strong in these parts of the game that I would suggest you working on it in the next therapy. So the route starts here with the Crystal Hollows minecart NPC, and you check for titanium over here, which isn't very popular for titanium, but since you have to spawn all the way over there, it doesn't hurt to check here once in a while. But then you go to the lava springs, usually some pieces here. Go to the top of the cliffside veins where the cult meeting happens. There's usually some titanium in here. Then you drop down, look for some titanium here, like right there, sneaky little batch. But I'm just a little sneakier. Then you want to go all the way to the Ramparts quarry. This vein gets some traction, but over here is where you'll mainly find all your titanium from the Ramparts quarry. Then there's a sneaky little area right here that gets some miners, but you just want to go up the upper mines and then finish your route up right here. And normally I would just restart the cycle by going to my island and then warping back to the Dwarven mines just to find a new lobby. This wouldn't be a good guide if I didn't have some gambling involved. There are some detours, if you will, that you could take with possible risk that you will find no titanium. My current path has about all the most popular areas where titanium would be left behind. So these detours are more to fulfill your gambling addiction and aren't actually a part of the route. So my first detour, which actually used to be in my original route, is before you go to the lava springs, right at the royal mines. You stand at this spot, and you look down, and there's usually a few pieces of titanium. Personally, I will never go down here unless there's like more than 3, but it's kind of your choice. To be honest with y'all, throughout the years, I have been seeing less and less titanium being left down here, so I had to cut it on my original route. So, cancel me. The second detour is by no man's land, and instead of dropping down to the cliffside veins, you actually teleport up here, and if there's nobody mining up here, there's usually like some titanium left over, either in this vein or in this vein, and it's a pretty sweet catch. And the last gambling detour you could take is at the end of the route, which you could think of as an extension to it. So if you walk down here, down these stairs, and go directly forward, you should see one of the best spots for mining methyl in the entire Dwarven mines. I have tried out this spot a few times for my route, but I can't remember the last time I've actually seen anybody mining here. So it's safe to say that my social level is higher than this methyl vein. Well, most players don't care if you take their titanium, since they don't mine it for a reason. This strategy can get players to be very angry with you, so the solution is just to type
Baba Booey
to the chat and their beans should be cooled off. Although, abusing this technique too much can take a hit to your straight cred, so use sparingly. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I was trying to fill the whole power liner left before he decided to cosplay as my dad and leave me. I also tried adding a bit of Ikazar's video style, well, until he decided to make his personality a smelly Twitch streamer. So as of today, I'm officially retiring. Yeah, I quickly found out why they both decided to run for the hills while making this type of content. And for me, That's due to spending more time editing than actually playing the game. But if you truly want to see more Dollar Tree Prowliner and Alcazar's content, leave a comment down below telling how handsome I am and what other guides you want to see. Also, hit that like and subscribe button, or I will pick Obulus you in your sleep.